Back with you again. Going back through last year's journal. One of the things that I'll do when I'll come across in my Bible reading, let me encourage you with this as well. This last Sunday, for example, I preached a sermon out of Philippians chapter 1. But before I began to study, what I did was sit down with my Bible and read through the entire book of Philippians. It's 4 chapters. Took me like 7 minutes, 8 minutes to read through the entire book. Remember that many of these books in the New Testament were letters. They're called epistles. And so if you get a letter at your house, when you open the letter, you don't just read a paragraph and put it away. You'll read the entire letter. So that's what I encourage people to do, is just to read through the entirety of a letter. Don't stop, don't pause, don't take a note. Just read it through, and you'll be impressed with certain things: words, phrases, concepts, content, context, all that good stuff. So let me just encourage you to embrace that. Even in the long letters, you can take a long book like maybe the book of Hebrews, 13 chapters, divide it in half, read half, and the next day read the other half. But just begin to kind of practice reading through books of the Bible. So I'm coming across in the book of Acts. I was doing work in the book of Acts some last year, and I came across that little phrase in the book of Acts. It's translated either as unanimous, one accord. It literally means one passion, homothumadon. Thumos is passion or fire, zealous, being zealous. But it's translated most of the time in the book of Acts as one accord. The church was in one accord. That is to say, they had one zeal, they had one fervency, they had one passion. And so the word is only used 12 times in the New Testament, but 11 times in the book of Acts. And it described the early church. They had one zeal, they had one passion, they had one fervor. They were together in it. They were all in one accord. So it's more than just being in agreement, but it's being passionate about the same thing. And so let me just encourage you to check kind of your zeal level, both for yourself and for the groups that you're a part of. You might be a part of a men's group. You might be a part of a church. If you're not, I encourage you to be a part of a church, a vital church, a vibrant church. But it ought to be that we have homothumadon, one passion, one zeal, one fervor. We work in one accord. My late friend, Louis Mann, wrote a little scripture on a piece of paper and handed it to me one day. It was Romans 12, verse 11. Romans 12, verse 11. Keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord. There's only one thing better than keeping your spiritual fervor yourself, is to have your spiritual fervor together with other people, homothumadon, one accord, one passion, one fervency, one zeal. What a better time than to check the zeal meter, the fervency meter, than the opening of a new year. Hope you've had a wonderful day. God bless you. Have a good evening.